In this episode of Viral Rewind, we're going to go back to DOS and look at the Barrotes virus. Now, Barrotes, based on its name, is believed to have originated out of Spain because Barrotes is the Spanish translation for bars, which is related to the payload that most variants of the Barrotes virus produce on the screen as part of its payload. There are some other variants that do other different payloads, but the majority of them do put bars on the screen, and we'll see that with this variant, which is the 1310.J variant. Again, there's many different variants and subvariants of Barrotes out there. So, let me load up Barrotes here. And with this variant, it just tells us it's our typical little goat file and the size of it. And now Barrotes is resident in memory, so it will infect any .com and .exe files as we run them. Now, most variants of Barrotes are also supposed to infect the command .com when it's first run. This variant does not before it becomes memory resident, so it will actually infect it after the fact, now that it's in memory. So let me go into our temporary DOS directory, which is just a temporary directory containing a complete copy of the normal DOS directory of .com and EXE and system files. So we can look at something like sys.com, which we see is 11.472. If we run sys, lags just a little, and we look at it now, and it's now gone up to 12,782. This variant is supposed to put about a 1600 byte file size increase on the files. It basically just writes its code to the end of the program. So we can also do stuff like tree. And then if we look at it, we started at 63.34, now we're at 76.44. We look at some other .com files in there. Let's see. Like for instance, we can do format.com as well. And now that's gone from 22.987 to 24.297. Now this variant of Barrotes that I have, even though it can infect .exe executables, it tends to hang the system because I guess it infects them incorrectly and actually breaks the executable so that it never works again. Every time it would run, it would hang the system. So if we looked at an example like, well, not meme is what I wanted. So we got the memory program there. If we try to run mem, I mean, the hard disk light just briefly flashes there, and the system is hung up now. It doesn't work. And if I try to rerun this again after a restart, it still would not work. So this version of Barrotes does not work with infecting .exes. It tends to break them. So it's only going to work for .com here. So I need to reboot the computer and get us back into DOS. So we've loaded back into DOS, and now we'll talk about and look at Barrotes payload. Now, of course, I already said the majority of the variants, including this one, the payload pretty much puts bars on the screen, but also some variants, this one is kind of a so-so kind of thing from what I found out, is that not only will it display bars, but they will also potentially damage the master boot record of the hard disk in such a way that it causes the system to fail to boot up properly. Now, supposedly that doesn't happen with this J version I have, but when I did test it, it does actually keep the computer from booting regardless if I tell this IBM PS1 to try booting off of its ROM, read-only memory boot up, or if it uses the hard disk to boot instead. So, in either way, it doesn't allow the computer to boot up. So, one of the prerequisites for this variant of Barrotes to display its payload requires it to be, I believe, January the 5th. If not, I will move the date around. So, we set it to January the 5th, and then we look for one of our programs that we had infected, like sys. If we run sys, Oh, now we got our nice colorful bars up on the screen there. And in the upper left corner it says Virus.DOS.Barrotes por OSoft, which translated means Barrotes virus by OSoft, which I guess OSoft is the virus writer, and of course Barrotes is the title of the virus. And that stays on the screen regardless of what we do. We can't use clear screen to get at this. It's not going to make any difference. It's just going to stay there in our face the whole time. Now I found that certain programs like the DOS shell here on the PS1, it doesn't seem to affect it. Going into Microsoft Works, it momentarily loads up the DOS shell, but here we are at Microsoft Works doing a word processor, and we don't have the Barrotes payload showing, but the payload is always going to be present in the DOS prompt. So, okay, we got Barrotes here. So what happens if we restart the computer while the date is still January the 5th? Go ahead and restart. So the boot up looks fairly normal, and Barrotes is back. And the boot up actually took a little bit longer because the PC was actually writing data. So it got Barrotes loaded from something that was infected, and then subsequent items that were loading up got infected with Barrotes as well as the payload was running. So of course now we're stuck with the payload, and we don't have the nice refresh. And I can't even put the 60 Hz program on because Barrotes has taken all the memory of the computer away. It says not enough memory to allocate file structure behind the bars there. So let's try restarting again. Getting normal boot sequence so far. And now it's taking longer than, oops, Virus.Barrotes is back. And now it says configuration is something too large to fit in memory. And this is as far as we get. Now if the date was not January the 5th, it would still fail at this point, saying the configuration, whatever, is too large to fit in memory. We couldn't get past here. But we wouldn't have the Barrotes payload if it was any other date. So this is as far as it gets. Now whether it really did corrupt the master boot record or not to cause this, I don't know, but it probably could be that there's just not enough memory or something with this system, with this J version of Barrotes, to work properly on boot, causing a similar situation here. So that is it for the Barrotes DOS virus.